One photograph. That was all it took. A wedding that was supposed to celebrate one of Thailand's most beloved celebrity couples suddenly became one of the biggest entertainment stories around the world. It wasn't because of a controversy. It wasn't because of an unexpected incident. It wasn't even because of the bride and groom. Instead, millions of people found themselves looking at the very same image. BLACKPINK's Lisa, seated beside Frederic Arnault. Within hours, that single photograph was everywhere. Entertainment media covered it. Fashion pages shared it. Fan communities began discussing every visible detail. Without saying a single word, Lisa had once again become one of the biggest headlines on the internet. But here's the question. How did one quiet moment inside a private wedding capture the attention of millions of people across the world? Was it simply because two globally recognized figures attended the same celebration? Or was there something much bigger behind the worldwide fascination? Tonight, we're taking you inside one of Thailand's most exclusive celebrity weddings. Not to follow rumors, not to create speculation, but to uncover what actually happened, and why this elegant appearance became impossible for the world to ignore. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps us continue bringing you carefully researched stories like this one. Now, let's go back to where everything started. Long before the cameras focused on Lisa, long before the photographs spread across social media, there was a love story that millions of people had followed for years. Nadech Kugimiya and Yaya Urassaya. For people outside Thailand, those names may simply sound like two famous actors. But inside Thailand, they're much more than celebrities. They've spent years building successful careers, appearing in blockbuster television dramas, representing luxury brands, winning prestigious awards, and slowly becoming one of the country's most admired couples. Fans watched their relationship grow, year after year, from co-stars to close friends, to one of Asia's most beloved celebrity couples. So when they finally announced their wedding, the excitement was immediate, not only throughout Thailand, but across Asia. This wasn't just another celebrity marriage. For many fans, it felt like the ending of a story they had followed for nearly a decade. That's why every detail mattered. The location, the decorations, the guest list. Even the smallest moments inside the reception immediately attracted attention. Months of preparation went into creating an unforgettable celebration. Elegant white flowers filled the venue. Soft golden lighting reflected across the ballroom. Every table was carefully arranged. Every decoration had its place. Nothing felt excessive. Everything reflected elegance, warmth, and intimacy. Although the wedding looked incredibly luxurious, it never lost its personal feeling, because every person inside that ballroom had been invited for one simple reason. They were part of the couple's journey. Actors, musicians, business leaders, fashion executives, family members, lifelong friends. It was an exclusive gathering filled with some of the most recognizable faces in Asia. Photographers waited patiently. Each arriving guest created another wave of excitement. Flash after flash, camera after camera. The evening was unfolding exactly as everyone expected, until one vehicle slowly arrived. At first, nobody reacted. It looked just like every other luxury car entering the venue. Then, the door opened, and everything changed. Lisa stepped out. No dramatic pose, no media performance, no attempt to steal attention. She simply smiled politely and walked toward the entrance. Yet within seconds, every camera turned in her direction, almost instinctively. Because when one of the world's biggest music stars makes a rare appearance at an intimate celebration, people notice. And that was only the beginning. Because what happened after Lisa entered the ballroom would transform an already unforgettable wedding into one of the most talked about celebrity moments of the entire year. Inside the ballroom, The atmosphere felt completely different from what people had imagined online. There were no reporters moving from table to table, no flashing interview lights, no celebrities trying to attract attention. Instead, the entire evening revolved around one thing: celebrating Nadech and Yaya. Guests laughed together. Families embraced each other. Close friends shared stories that stretched back years. It wasn't a glamorous show. It felt personal. And perhaps, that was exactly why every photograph looked so genuine. For most of the evening, Lisa wasn't standing in front of cameras. She wasn't giving interviews. She wasn't making speeches. She was simply another invited guest. Talking, smiling, enjoying the celebration like everyone else. That detail is easy to overlook today. Because once the photographs reached social media, the internet immediately shifted its focus. One picture, one table, one moment. Millions of people wanted to know more. The image showing Lisa seated beside Frederic Arnault quickly became one of the evening's defining photographs. Entertainment pages began reposting it. Fan accounts translated articles into multiple languages. Fashion communities admired Lisa's elegant styling. And within hours, the wedding had become international news. But here's something many people don't realize. A photograph captures only a fraction of a second. Not the conversations before it. Not the conversations after it. Not the full atmosphere inside the room. Just one frozen moment. And yet, that single frame became powerful enough to dominate online discussion across multiple countries. That's the influence Lisa has built over the years. Whether she's releasing new music, walking a fashion runway, appearing at a luxury event, or quietly attending a private celebration, people pay attention. Not because she's trying to create headlines, but because millions of fans naturally follow every public appearance she makes. At the same time, Frederic Arnault is no stranger to international attention either. As a prominent executive in the luxury industry, his appearances at high-profile events are also closely followed by business and fashion media. So when internationally recognized figures attended the same exclusive wedding, curiosity was almost inevitable. That curiosity grew even larger because the celebration itself remained remarkably private. Unlike award ceremonies, there were no official live broadcasts, no behind-the-scenes television coverage, no continuous press conference. Most of what the public eventually saw came through photographs shared after the event, which meant every new image revealed another small piece of the evening. Fans looked carefully at every detail: the ballroom, the decorations, the seating arrangements, the fashion, the smiles, the atmosphere. Not because those details confirmed anything extraordinary, but because they helped people feel closer to an event they would never experience themselves. That's one reason celebrity weddings often fascinate millions. They offer a rare glimpse into moments that normally remain private. And this wedding was no exception. As more images continued appearing, another interesting pattern began to emerge. Many discussions slowly moved away from speculation and toward appreciation. People admired how elegant the celebration looked. They praised the warm atmosphere surrounding the newlyweds. Others complimented how respectfully guests appeared to enjoy the evening without turning it into a publicity event. Even fashion critics joined the conversation. Lisa's black off-shoulder gown quickly became one of the most praised celebrity looks from the wedding. Its design was refined, timeless, elegant. Rather than wearing something designed to dominate every headline, she chose simplicity. And ironically, that simplicity became unforgettable.